Yep.
Yeah.
Long character names for good luck, right?
Okay.
My PB has RGL, so it works out just fine. Okay, so I guess we'll just get cracking, right? So, 3, 2, 1, go.
Yay! This is the third Zelda game, right?
This is the third Zelda game. I can confirm.
The Legend of Zelda 3.
For anybody,
Kamigami no Triforce.
Yeah. Yeah. Triforce of the Gods, is it, I believe?
Something like
Battle of Olympus 2.
that. Battle of Olympus 2. Sign me up. Alright, so we're ignoring the chest in our house. We don't need that.
I do a tiny bit of pumping.
I'm not even going to explain it. There's way too much effort
right.
for very, very minuscule time saves.
So yeah, so I'm keeping tradition alive. I ran this at Retrothon last month, and DRock91384 did the commentary for me, and his PB is better than mine. And now I have Andy doing commentary for me here, and his PB is better than mine. So I have people who know the game and play the game better than I do talk about the game for me.
Oh yeah.
You never know
What is it, like 132 now?
I got a 130, 130 or something like that.
Very nice. The last time I saw 132 was the last time I saw it pop up.
Yeah, I got a 131 in the tournament.
Nice.
But it didn't matter because I was up against Kaznu.
Well,
he put me in the trash can verily.
my until I PB'd on RGL with like a slightly lower 135. The 135 that I had as my PB was in my race against D-Rock in the tournament, which I lost.
Of course.
By 5 minutes.
Yep. So yeah, nothing much here. We kill guards, collect keys. Kill more guards, collect more keys. Pretty much the name of the game.
Pretty much.
Lots of walking.
Yes.
Uninteresting
First,
walking.
Like 11-ish minutes or so.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
There's an unnecessary amount of walking.
That's right. So yeah, simple enough game. Kill guys. Yell, those green guys die in one spin slash. Wow. We get a nice boomerang. And it's gonna be very, very handy in the times ahead. It's faster to throw than it is to swing your sword, and also collects things from a distance.
Sweet a feature.
Are you gonna be pulling trees?
Yes.
Okay.
Can't quite get the lineup right,
Yep.
but at least we didn't take a hit.
Ball and Chain Guard's the final boss. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. He's scary if you mess up because he does a harder damaging a hit, and well, you only have 3 hearts.
I'm not opposed to going and grabbing a pot after the fact. But I want to at least try to see if I can't pull it off.
Now we got our lamp finally. So the lamp is on like 3 locations in the start of the game, including your house. You just kind of skip over them because this one's right next to Zelda. You need the lamp to proceed in the game. It does not let you move the throne room if you don't have a lamp. It's kind of a funny thing.
Who knew the lamp had such power?
I mean, it's kind of funny because in the dark rooms, the lamp is what gives you the code. It's actually apparently coded that way. So which is why they don't let you go without it, I guess. But it's an interesting programming thing that they had. Yet they don't use.
Wow, 2 hits, nice.
Blue guy.
The blue guy revisit.
Same speed for either side.
I don't actually know if it's equally fast to go around the right as opposed to the left.
I think it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. All the good players go left. So
I mean, the guard's usually patrolling the right side, so you just don't want to be friends with them unless you're talking about the start of the area, like unless you're talking about
I'm talking about the castle in general. Like I don't know what you was that what you were referring to.
No, I have no idea. Nice map button.
Good map button. There's only 2 text boxes there. I don't have to be hitting the face button so hard. I got that out of the way.
Mhm.
He says, knowing it'll happen again.
The first accidental lap.
You know, I have my finger on Y. Hit Y?
Nah,
No.
it's a suggestion.
It's not. Nice stinker.
Mm-hmm. We're almost out of the escape. Almost.
Almost there.
More words.
More words. More pumping.
More pumping.
Saving them frames.
Uh-huh. No, pumping is only good in here, really. I mean, it's
Yeah.
not only good in here, but it's way better here than it is elsewhere. Keyrat? Keyrat, what are you doing?
Glad I got the key.
I was
waiting for the bounce.
I was expecting it to.
Yeah. Aha. Okay.
So mean. Well, we'll be healthy.
Rats are mean.
We'll be healthy soon enough.
Yes. Hold right to skip
Yep.
the text box.
That's right. Don't you talk to Zelda there, but do talk to Zelda here. All right, we made it, everyone.
And split.
I'm assuming it's a sub 6 because that's perfect. No.
I had gotten sub 6 exactly once. And it was like 559.9.
Yeah, I am.
Anytime I do the escape with pumping, I make like 4 mistakes.
No, yeah, I haven't really gotten to sub 6 in recent times, but when I was in my prime, I could. Like I say that, I said that because in my PB I didn't get a sub 6 escape.
Shoutouts to Sticky Priest. I managed to not rub up against him. With all the hitbox issues that I was having in Vindicators.
Sticky Priest.
That we're running, kind of.
We're waddling.
We're waddling.
We're waddling our way to the Eastern Palace, the first real dungeon in the game. Just waddle, waddle, waddle. So how many blue balls do you think you're gonna get?
Shit.
Octorok?
That's
Octorok?
like 2.
2? Okay. I'll say 4.
I was gonna say 5.
Alright, nice. Okay. Everybody pick a different number between 0 and 15.
0 and 15.
Yeah. Between 0 and Scrivo. Pick a number.
Which is still going up
To this day. Right.
So 15, as long as you don't miss any hits.
Yeah, it's 15
Is the most you can get, and
Yeah.
the only person who's ever done it recorded is Scrivo twice.
I hear Andy did it once.
Did he?
At least once.
Man.
That was 37 teleports. I just want to hit Ganon.
I'm coming in here with a heart and a half, which is great for my just for my confidence coming up to the D boost.
Well, there's a couple hearts on the way.
There's a couple. Yeah. There are a couple, but I really would want to go in there with full health.
Well, I mean, it won't matter too. Actually, it will matter.
Yeah, but
That'd be
there's
fine.
one, and then there's the other.
There's one in the dark room. There's one in the dark room. I think there's one in the Stalfos room.
Is there one in the stove? I know there's one here.
Yeah, this is the Stalfos room. So these guys are just hanging out here. They're invisible. They don't do anything until you spawn them by going to the middle of the room. But you can hit them with pots still. So
It's like an A-shaped trigger series of triggers. Right?
yeah, it's really weird. It's a zany thing. It's like your arrows. Arrows are very, very, very valuable in the speedrun. You go through like every single one of them. It's kind of rough if you don't get them.
So there's one in the dark room
I
here?
think it's directly above the start. Like it's just the pot directly above you. Hooray! Look how healthy you are.
Screw you, Stalfos. So here comes the D-boost.
The D boost. The first spooky trick of the game.
It is super spooky.
Super spooky.
Do 3 hits. I'll do 3 hits.
Yeah, you're fine. Normally in that room, you need to kill every enemy in it, and then the anti-fairies will spread out. But it's easier and faster to just take
Kill
that.
everything in the room.
This is the realest way.
Arrows. And then inside here we get the D. The D. It's a bow.
I think so, yeah. You got the D first.
Impressive. So yeah, more arrows again. Valuable. Make an effort to collect a lot. Time for bowling ballroom. Nice pattern.
Yeah.
Pissed off is juking. That guy almost killed you.
He almost killed me. But he didn't.
He didn't. We're still alive. The only health point that matters is the last one.
As he almost did.
He almost did. I didn't want to. Oh no! I didn't want to say anything because I didn't want to, distract you.
It's alright, no, you're good. It's fine. That's why we pick up the extra arrows.
Yep.
That's why I picked it up.
Yep.
I don't need it, so the cable is mine.
Time it out so you get.
There's just the one cable's wrapped around it. That is my cable. You have to unhook it. Yeah, the VGA.
You can avoid the last guy going red if you kill him before he turns red. Him turning red refills his health. So you want to plan out your arrow shots to kill the last two at the same time.
Yeah, and my problem there was I was not far enough to the right,
It happens.
and I also was not far enough down. I was just really like nudging my way down toward them.
Ah, the boots. The singular shoe, unless you run fast. What are those? So what we do is a trick here called spin speed, where you charge a spin attack and then you release it and then press A, and it tricks the game into thinking that you're in a state of dashing. So when you go off a ladder after doing it, it lets you go very fast.
The bridge.
No matter where on the ladder you go.
The bridge.
No, as long as you do it on a ladder,
What about the time
it is one frame.
Slide across.
Yep, it is a one frame thing. You need to,
It's easier than it sounds.
it is easier than it sounds. You just slide your finger from B to A, but
It's like a little swipe.
You can tell because you can swing your sword.
yep. If you, yep. It locks your sword until you press A again. That's all the dash pixels.
And a bonk for good measure.
Look, we call it RNG manipulation. I think you lost one blue ball from that. But you might have gained more rupee drops. So that was the Book of Medora. We needed to open the next dungeon. That's all we use it for. Literacy. Literacy is important, as always. If you can't read, you can't do anything.
It's true. Read a dang book. Yeah, nice and wide.
Yep, scary guy.
Scary guy.
Yeah, nice pause buffer. I never thought about doing that.
I mean, I'd rather pause buffer there than in the desert. Personally, it makes more sense.
It does make
to
more
me,
sense. It makes a lot more sense. I just usually just do it right as soon as I get the book.
So we're running, which is way better than walking.
Oh, 100% walk. 100%. But you can only go in up, down, left, or right when you're dashing. It's still faster in most cases to go, up and then left or up and then right if the room is big enough.
Have a good one.
Because you walking diagonal is significantly slower.
Well, nice bomb. Fail. It's alright. Whatever.
Just a reminder, we're collecting as many arrow pots as we can. Well, as many that are convenient to get. Because arrows are good. Arrows are muy bueno. You really wanted that key off there. So you're gonna pull the thing.
Give it a big hug.
Give me the key. Give it to me.
If you ask nicely, I'll wait, so a little more RNG manip coming up here.
Oh, yep, you gotta mash your poke button.
Gotta
That's the classic.
He's a kid. Where's
Yeah, he
Your manipulation didn't really work out for the cannonballs.
sadly? That's okay.
You might have just added a blue ball too. Give it a few more reads, yeah. Robot. More running. This dungeon's kind of interesting in that there's a lot of hallways that have nothing in them, like a lot of side rooms. We only really explore like 25% of it. Just to grab the big key, get the glove, and get out. The gray hand lets you pick up gray rocks. Makes sense, right?
It does. Confirmed. Makes sense.
Gray hand lets you pick up gray rocks.
No.
Nope. Yep, go around that. Screen transitions are really hard.
Speaking of missing stuff, here comes Desert Spin Speed.
I became spooked of Desert Spin Speed when I jumped off the. Ooh,
Dang.
no!
All right. Well,
Yeah, Desert Spin Speed.
yeah, it's super tight. It saves like practically no time.
It's practically no time at the cost of 30 seconds.
On
to
the
mess
cost
up.
of
plus
30
side, you can
seconds.
lose a lot of time.
Yeah, on the
So,
plus side.
That's nice.
Yeah, I would say I was guilty of that. So I've done that. I stopped doing Desert Spin Speed the moment I did that.
Yeah.
I was like, no, never again.
Seen someone else
Well, what
do it.
happened was I messed up this dash coming in the first time, and I wanted to get it right.
Okay.
You also wanted
Nailed it.
you also wanted to manipulate the RNG.
Yeah,
You gotta manipulate it.
it's true.
Cut it down from 8 blue balls to 5.
I think I guessed 4, so I'm
You
trying
did.
to.
You did that.
All right, this time I won't do it.
Sure?
It's
Should I do
absolutely
it?
spooky.
Should I do it?
Up to you, man. It's spooky, but you can do it.
All right.
You're there. Yeah, you're good.
One break, so you did it.
Oh, but no.
Okay.
Yay!
All right.
You can tell how nervous I was going into that one.
Also, if you do it like that, it saves a boatload of time.
It
Yes.
does.
Yeah,
Definitely.
If you like hesitate and have to go back onto the
That's a
steps
pro tip.
again.
A lot of folks don't know about that. He just did a little trick where he runs straight through the door there instead of.
Oh yes, instead of bonking a door, yeah.
Apostle rest in peace.
Hey, listen, we'll kind of know that.
That's right.
So as Enemy was trying to say, he ended up dashing right through the door, like the locked door, without having to bonk off of it. You can do that by setting it up by basically it's basically in 4 pixel increments of whether you slam into the door or not. So every like 4th pixel is safe or whatever, but there's a lot of places you can just kind of line yourself up with that you can guarantee that you dash through the door. It's called a key dash.
I don't get it.
So obviously, any straight
All right.
pass.
So this is the hardest boss ever. His name is Landmalos, and he's jerk.
Yes, he is. Extra jerk.
Extra jerk. So it's combinations of 4 arrows or 8 slashes, anything, anything that adds up to 8 damage.
Just real nervous with the health being like this right now.
Yup. Fair.
Yeah, don't touch him.
Don't touch him.
Too fast, first of all. Oh, you jerk.
Yeah.
What?
The last heart's the only one that matters. Could you imagine if you skipped Stank Heart?
I no.
I've never skipped Sandcart.
I did one run with no safeties just to see how it would go. I got like a 140
I-
and died 3 times. I was like,
Okay.
that's okay.
I skip the safeties, but I don't skip Sandcart.
Yeah, that's not a safety.
That is not a safety. That's
Is-
just a suggestion. Spooky Sandmen.
Yes.
I hate those guys.
Very spooky.
We released it. Yeah.
So we are about to go into our first of the minor glitches in this video game. Well, I guess Spin Speed's a minor glitch, but we're about to do a minor glitch. It is minor. It is very, very minor.
Yes.
Pay no mind to how minor of a glitch it is.
Yeah, we'll just use it out, but maybe
So-
Ow.
So this is what we will call fake flippers. You trick the game into thinking you have flippers when you do not. But if you get hit during the state, the game gets really upset. Don't do that. But yeah. So basically, the game does the flipper check on the second frame after you hit the water. So in that first frame of movement you have, if you do a screen transition, it just kind of forgets to keep checking. It's like, all right, you're fine.
There's no reset?
Yeah.
But it is a minor glitch. It does not skip really anything.
No, that's what I meant. Yeah. Because I assume
Yeah.
you just do it the sanction route.
Mhm. Yeah. So
Yeah, it's also no save and quit.
Right.
yeah. Yeah. So fake flippers. Yeah. Well, that's the funny thing. So yeah. In any percent. Or in the no major glitches categories,
Mhm.
this is the only one where save and quit is not allowed, right?
Yep. Save and quitting is not allowed, but
This is they might as well just call it play the game percent.
I mean, that's-
Because that's what they want you to do. They
Play
just
the
want
game.
you to play the whole game.
Yep.
That was friendly.
Yep. So this is Death Mountain. It's dangerous. It's deadly. It's called Death Mountain. It has to be dangerous.
Like you should mirror.
Old guy gives you a mirror. There's cabbages falling from the sky. It's a very, very strange place. Spin speed away.
No, you get
Nice cabbage, dude. Surprise cabbage. What? Oh, if you get hit, you lose the speed, but you still are in the state.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you just have to reactivate.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
touch the ladder, you like step on the ladder, press B, and then.
I don't think you need to press B. I think you just press B to make sure that you're still in the state.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
that makes
So your
sense.
sword doesn't come back out.
So this is the Tower of Hera. It is the third real dungeon of the game. It's fairly linear. You grab a key, you mirror back to the start of the dungeon so you don't have to walk upstairs. 'Cause come on, who wants to walk upstairs? You are not a very healthy person right now.
Nope.
Better watch it for petting zoo, man.
Everything's fine.
The boomerang dash method, or
It's funny because like people use the boomerang for other blocks, and I just keep my sword out the whole time. Like I'll use the boomerang on the next to last one to set up the movement. But
he was just talking about using the boom dash to get himself locked in the pegs.
oh, that yeah.
It's tricky.
Oops. Oh, that's okay. That's alright.
Off this room. They're just here. No, the bone. The bones do like a quarter of a heart of damage for some reason, so you're fine. Just grab the big key. We going upstairs now. Slap them in the hole. They take 3 hits, but they also bounce you back when you hit them, and need you to just hit them in the holes.
Yes.
Considerably.
Yes, they
And those holes take you. If you fall down a hole, you go down to the previous floor. So there is an inherent risk. Petting zoo. Petting zoo. All right, we've escaped the petting zoo.
are. Bonks, bonks, all around.
So yeah, this is a bomb jump. jump with a bomb. I didn't want to say anything until he was done because I didn't
You're
want to
good.
distract him.
Bonk again.
Didn't want to distract Mr. Yelsraek.
Should I have not hit that? I don't know if it matters.
But the star switch does
Yeah.
not matter.
Okay. I couldn't remember if it messes up the floors here.
No. But so yeah, bomb jumping. It's precise if you don't have boots. If you do have boots, it's much less precise. The pixel window is 2 pixels if you don't do the bonk method, and 6 pixels if you do bonk off a wall onto the explosion. So boots make it a lot easier. It's pretty tough if you don't have boots. This is Moldworm, by the way. He is the biggest jerk known to humankind. Yeah,
Yeah, that totally works.
yeah, but he's kind of rude. He does whatever he wants, and then gets sad. I like it. He did it. He survived.
No.
Nice 2 pixels then.
Yeah, I was gonna say that means you were pretty dead on.
Well, it's like 4 times.
Well, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
4th time's the charm.
Yeah,
1
dude.
out of 4 ain't bad, as the song goes.
It's right.
Also, if you fall down the middle hole here, you fall down 2 whole floors. That's the hole of shame. Alright, so we did it. We have the 3 pendants. The pendant of power, the pendant of courage, and the pendant of wisdom. Time to go grab a blue sword.
It's like not even close to the best sword in the game.
Well, it's still the master sword. It's still the master sword. You still get it forged and powered up. It's the same sword.
Yeah, I know. It's the only one that's on the
So this is we like to pull on trees to get money. It's just how it be. This world is a very strange world. Pull some trees and make money for all now.
Right, there is.
Ah.
Use some extra money.
Mhm.
Landlord comes out.
We're pulling the tree for money.
No, you just, oh yeah, I guess you're not going for
Bird. That bird. No, I grab it on the way back.
Okay.
I'm going to set myself up for what they call fake powder.
Oh,
did-
okay.
No idea what that means. I don't use safeties.
So what you can do is, yeah. Well, I believe it's relatively new.
Oh,
like
that's
it's relatively new tech.
that might be why I've never heard of
Yeah.
it.
So if you get the mushroom and you don't spend the 45 seconds or however long it is to go to the shop and exchange it for the powder, and then you also get the cane of Sumaria, which you need to get. But
Yes, it's required.
the fake powder does not come into play until then. Essentially, you get the cane of Sumaria, you drain your magic meter, and then you attempt to use the cane of Sumaria, and you get the text box about how you don't have
The
any
magic, okay.
and then you immediately menu and switch to the mushroom. Powder comes in.
Huh.
So you position yourself by a fairy, or by an anti-fairy,
Without magic.
and then you do the without any magic. You use the cane, you menu from the cane to the mushroom right away, and powder comes out and you get your fairy.
Huh.
But you have to be willing to go all the way until Misery Mire without powder. So,
At that point, what's the point, right?
yeah. Well, yeah, so it's the sort of thing where, like, if you, like, die to blind, like I do, then it's a risk.
Good friend blind.
My good friend blind. Aw. Oh.
Fence dash.
Fence dash fail. I moved too far to the right. I love my daughter too.
But
It's
it was
okay.
his wife who conveyed the message, so
Yeah.
you know.
Thank you to my lovely wife and daughter for their
I
support.
apologize if that was at the beginning of the game.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we pulled trees. For the record, we pulled trees for money. The way trees work are kind of interesting. There's 3 tiers of items you get from trees. The first tier is if you kill only 1 to 3 guys. There's a tier for killing up to 4 guys, and then there's a tier for killing 4 guys without taking damage between pulling the last tree. So the fourth tier by itself is blue rupees, but if you kill 4 more enemies after that without taking damage, you get red rupees. So we need the monies for soon TM. Yeah. We need to bribe a monkey to get into a dungeon. Oh, every guard's now upset. If you bonk a wall, every guard gets upset at you for some reason. I don't understand why.
It's okay, I'm pretty upset too. It's okay, because I was doing tech so much. I wanted to practice all of Agnum's Tower, and was like,
Agnum's Tower's annoying though.
Yeah.
But it's okay, it's RNG manipulation. You're gonna get 0 blue balls now. I still think you're gonna get 5, but you're gonna get 0.
I appreciate your
There was a lot of manipulation.
Yeah, you did a lot of it. Another key dash, you line yourself, you just rub against the wall and then dash straight up. It puts you on the pixel every time. So these guys, you only have to kill them. You don't even need to kill the bats.
It's close. Heart things.
So this room, full of pots.
Probably shouldn't use my last arrow, but whatever.
There's arrows right there.
If only there were more arrows. Oh, there.
Yeah. So where are you gonna get the last 3 rupees you need?
Good question. It would figure that I wouldn't get the 9 rupees that I needed from like random stuff.
Well, there's certainly plenty of drops. You just chose not to pick them up.
For speed.
For speed.
Gotta go fast.
Yes. Understand
Et
what
cetera,
this
et
is.
cetera.
So this is the wizard Aghanim. He's a jerk. He's a jerk wizard. Growing up, I always thought the yellow part was his face, but no, it's actually like a tiara crown thing.
Oh shit. I just learned something new.
Yeah. It gets everyone, dude. He's like a really...
His mind is
No,
blown.
no, you know, it's funny, like, until like, the internet, and they're
Yeah.
like, oh, I saw a face like this, but it's really like my own stuff. No way. Like, the alternate was the weird thing.
Yeah, it gets everyone.
Like, you hear whatever the hell's the other thing, or...
Yeah, you know.
Alright, so
I'm
by
a
the
big
way,
one.
one blue ball.
One blue
So,
ball, yeah.
so here's how it works. His first attack of every cycle is always going to be a reflectable ball. The next 3 are either going to be reflectable balls or blue balls. You cannot hurt him on a blue ball. So, and it's completely random, 50-50 coin flip. So you get to play the guessing game. So far he's only at 1. He's got on a good pace right now. I'm knocking on wood. There's no wood to knock on.
There's no wood to knock on.
There's 2. I've jinxed him.
That's it, baby. It's gonna be 2.
Two is still good. Oh, there right there. So the 3 blue balls is the number that starts the next cycle. So like the 5th attack is always lightning. So and there it is. He had to get 3 cycles because
Got it. Still good, 3.
yeah, 3's not terrible.
3 is, I think, statistically the average.
Statistically the average, yes. But in a perfect world you get 0. In an imperfect world you get 1 to 2. In a really terrible world you get 3 or more. And if you are really if you killed a black cat and walked under 40 ladders in your life, you get 15.
Every blue ball costs you 6 seconds.
Yup. I mean, plus the extra lightning
Or
cycles.
just a black cat
Yeah,
cost.
that's true, yeah.
Killing one. is
Yeah.
definitely-
I feel like, shouldn't I give you
Every.
It's like crossing them because you bad luck.
Like killing them should be
We do not advocate killing
No,
black
no,
cats.
yeah. The views expressed in this stream do not necessarily represent those at next level of video game.
We got to get our spin speed on. We're in the dark world. We go race cars in here.
Gotta get the big bomb and blow a hole in that wall.
We can't do that yet.
No?
The big bomb doesn't come into play. Well, first of all, the big bomb shouldn't come into play in a speedrun regardless. But if it does, if it does,
Throwing shade.
if it does,
I use every stage. No, not every stage.
So,
if the murder dactyl strikes, if you are going to use,
what the hell?
if you are going to use the big bomb, it becomes active after you get crystals 5 and 6, and only those 2. You only need crystals 5 and 6 to trigger the super bomb.
So my problem here is that I'm still short rupees.
Oh.
right?
Kill some guys. Don't kill them with dashing. You need 110, yeah. But do not kill guys with dashing because you don't get items if you kill them with a dash.
Oh, okay. Fun fact.
There you go.
Yep.
But now I just want to get into pod before I die.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the key.
It's pretty straightforward. So this is the monkey. This is Kiki the monkey. We bribe him with money to follow us around, and then we pay him another 100 smackers to have him open the door for us.
Get a job, kid. You get a job.
His job is dungeon opener. Didn't
Okay.
you read the?
Yeah, he's making bank. You think he'd be hanging out with all these enemies if he wasn't getting paid?
Lock the door
Those sort of
himself.
heroes come.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's probably true.
Kiki's delivery service.
Pay me for protection.
Alright, so this is the Palace of Darkness. For some reason, the first dungeon in the dark world is the dark one. Go figure. Go figure.
Really, it's still east. I don't know why they changed the name.
We're gonna take the death. We're gonna take
Get
our
the
death.
key, get the key, then take the...
So now you have to go back to that room and then come back.
No, the good one, the pro move is to do the hammer jump and then accidentally mirror out instead of taking
Oh,
the chest with the key.
Oh.
That's the pro move.
It's the pro move.
Wait a minute.
You jump down
the
the
drop
hole.
down, yeah.
You drop down.
Just out of it. So
Well,
funny.
it's fine. That's fine. That's why I'm here.
Yes.
Give suggestions and also commentate. So we grab this key, we go back upstairs, we're gonna bomb a hole in the floor, fall back down, grab another key, mirror back to the start.
Deja vu in this one.
400 mirrors. Cause some vandalism in this place.
Finally didn't get a bonk.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yay.
Yay for no bonks. Confirmed.
We don't need the RNG manipulation anymore. uh, 6 and 2 are kind of interchangeable, but yes.
Right, yeah. It's so long since I played it, but- Here we go.
Alright, so this is the infamous hammer jump. Yes.
Yep.
Oh, yes. Alright, cool. Nice setup. Yay!
Awesome.
The MC hammer.
MC Hammer.
You don't throw the bomb while you're waiting?
I don't.
I didn't know if you like normally did and wanted to play it safe here.
No. So I also switched to the mirror, and that's what I'm talking about mirror.
Yeah.
Where you get the
use
key.
it to save the bonk, and then hit A, not Y. Hit A, not Y.
It ain't not why. So now we have the hammer. We can finish the dungeon. Go figure, right? Simple enough. It's not rocket science. What do you do with a hammer? You hit stuff. Ignore these nerds.
Get out of here, you nerd.
Collect more precious bombs. We use up like almost every single bomb in the run. It's just how it works. So we make sure to grab like every bomb pot that's not out of the way. These are mimics. They follow your moves. You're out of arrows.
I am out of arrows.
You are no longer out of arrows.
Problem solved. Oh wait, sorry. I'm listening to too many kids shows. Thank you. Thank you for finishing the Peg Plus Cat line for me. Yeah.
You shoot this guy and it takes forever for the wall to slide.
Yay, dads. Yes.
It's sliding wall.
Peg, it's from Peg Plus Cat.
Oh, yeah.
They solve the problem, and then they sing a song.
Mhm.
I like things.
Me too.
So we're about to come into the best room in the game. It's not the best room in the game, but
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
It's not actually the best room in the game.
it's a bunch of turtles. Uh-oh. The turtles are running amok.
I do. Here's the thing.
Alright, we've survived
We
Turtle Room.
survived. We took 1 heart of damage, so now I can only take 2 hits from Helmasaur King. But
The king of the Helmosaurus. He's rude. I wish I knew how to manipulate a key dash here.
yeah, it's
So
my
this,
kingdom for a key dash.
so this guy, he's got a silly mask on his face. So you know what you do with silly mask? You smack him with a hammer. 17 times. Actually 17.
Just gonna chill.
I'm not counting, but it's 17 times.
I hold the charge when I'm hitting him because the knockback from it protects me.
Nice, you spawned the fireball. Oh, oh, oh,
Wow!
Helmosaur!
Helmasaur King.
He's rude.
All fireballs practically.
Yep.
That's unfortunate.
Helmosaur!
Well, I didn't like how I did the turtle room, so I want to do it again.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and you get more bombs too. You're just like, hey, we gotta be safe. We gotta get more bombs.
Yeah.
So, nice. That guy's rude.
Yeah. Like I didn't expect him to continue over to the right.
Kind of hovers over. Hey, you respawn the hammer pot too, because you need them. Desperate need of arrows. So, do you know about how Helmosaur's fireballs work?
It rotates clockwise.
Yes, it always rotates clockwise.
Yeah.
The first one's random, but it's clockwise. After that.
Yeah, I was so thrown off by the fact that I actually dodged the tail.
Yeah. The next fireball. That was crazy. I don't know how you survived that. Oh, thanks for the arrows. Even more arrows.
Yeah, all the arrows. We'll take all.
He's got plenty. He's not gonna be using arrows for a while. After he.
Yeah, it's a balance. It's always a balance. Like, resources just go ahead. It's like what you need.
Yeah.
You don't really use arrows again until Mire. Turtle room.
Turtle room, take 2.
I like turtles. Yeah, nice RNG on that guy walking away. Just casually walks away.
Turtles are jerks. Okay, so, you know, same deal. Maybe we'll get fewer fireballs this time, or maybe I'll actually dodge them.
Or maybe we'll kill Helmosaur. With violence. You don't have to worry about key dash.
Oh, right, yeah. While we were away.
He pulled a new mask, yeah. Fireball.
I got greedy. I didn't have to be greedy. I don't have to be greedy in phase 1. Oh, hey, we got the tail swipe.
Be nice. Ooh.
He's not good. Rude.
Helmosaur!
Okay, well, so... What is it?
God!
Yeah, what you frequently hear during what, like Zelda 1 randomizer races, and say, well, you hate to see that happen.
Helmosaur. He's the king of the Helmosaurs.
He is. Good thing I have this extra arrow.
Good thing you have an extra 17 arrows. Look how healthy we are.
Look how many bombs I have.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you get to do turtle room again.
Yes. Because I screwed it up.
Turtle room.
Yeah.
Turtle room. Turtle room.
I've heard that it's the best room in the entire game.
I don't know who told you this. Turtle room. Helmosaur is like one of the hardest bosses. And he's kind of wonky and random. And he's rude.
He is rude.
Super rude.
Now again, but I got greedy in phase 1. I
Yep.
took that hit and I paid the price. So,
Mhm. What is with these patterns?
no idea.
Yeah, like they're just getting the turtles to decide to walk away. Like they don't even want to get hit for something.
Look at all those rupees.
And we just leave them on the ground because we don't need money anymore.
Need 'em.
We're done pulling trees. We're out of there.
Well, that's where the run went wrong, because I always screw up rupee trees. So, I got it right. That was my first problem.
But there's a backup tree. There you did.
Yes.
Are you friends with the backup tree? All right, I can respect that. I use backup tree sometimes.
And then, if you screw up both, you can always mirror to Sahasrar's hut.
You always just quit.
And then get the backup rules. Well, no, if you're in a race, for instance.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're gonna move around a lot now. You're no fun.
It's safer to use a sword, but it's slower. There we go. Yeah.
It's like the song goes, 1 out of 3 ain't bad.
Yeah,
That's Hall of Fame numbers if you play baseball.
It's true.
but,
1 out of 3.
Problem
it's 8 slashes, 8 arrows, or 4 hammers / spin slashes.
I should have been using my extra arrows. I have all these spare arrows. What do I
Yeah,
do with
right.
them?
All right, time for a lot of text. We're about to get a whole lot of lore that we can't read.
Mash the face buttons to save time, because that's what we need to do right now, save time.
Save the frames.
Since we just lost like 6 minutes to 2 Helmasaur King deaths.
Give or take. Probably more like 4. But...
Ah, yeah, it's true. Yes. I was thinking of Cold Stare.
Don't die to Cold Stare, he's rude.
He is rude. And the thing about fake powder is I have to navigate Ice Palace without any health pickups. So it's like, since I've already died twice to Helmasaur King, I feel like I might as well get the powder.
Alright, so we are back in the overworld.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the powder. I'm being a dumb guy here. So.
Dumping 2 hearts on the ground. Yeah, it's over. We need powder.
We'll just let how I travel determine whether or not I should take safety. Yeah, let's take safety.
And in that case, don't touch the murder dactyl.
Yeah. I go right. Oh, or I bonk.
So yeah, those pterodactyls do 3 hearts of damage for some reason, because I don't know why. Nintendo.
Yeah. Nintendo, would you like to?
So this is the first usage of the item dash minor glitch. If you press the dash and the item button at the same time, you dash with your item out. And for some reason, it lets you mow down pegs like some kind of peg mower. I was trying to think of some way to link it to Pac-Man, but my brain kind of just blanked.
The best kind of peg mower.
This is Stumpy. He's afraid to leave his stump. Stump kid's afraid to leave his stump. Stump kid's afraid to leave his stump. He gives us a shovel to find his flute for him. We're keeping it for ourselves. This is our flute now. This flute is ours. Now it looks like an ocarina, and it totally is an ocarina, but the game calls it a flute. So it's a flute.
Absolutely, 100% a flute. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
If you boot up your cartridge of Link to the Past and you grab that flute and you look at it in your item screen, it says flute. Spin speed is the hardest trick in the game. Alright, there we go. Watch out for Usain Bolt. Usain Bolt, he's the fastest red guard ever. You play the flute for the windmill. It's a very long song. So in doing so, we have freed the legendary Swag Duck.
Swag Duck?
Swag Duck. I mean, it could be like other forms of petrification where you don't like age or die or anything while you're a rock until someone frees you.
So yeah, so since this has gone pretty bad so far, we are going to actually get the power.
Like, I don't think they ever explain the lore behind Swag Duck. He's just a duck that hangs out in the windmill until you play music for him.
Play me a song.
Good old power. We're also going to grab a health refill. We being yelsraek.
Yeah, man.
It's not me. I'm not playing. I'm just coaching. sure someone has.
Probably better than law average.
The internet exists.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure it exists somewhere. Oh, you shot a sword beam. All the guards are upset now.
Dang.
They do not have his dudes.
For whatever reason, the guards get alert when you either bonk or when you shoot a sword beam. I guess I can hear from miles away.
Yeah, we don't really understand just how loud the sword beam really is. Wow, okay, fourth try. Fourth try item down.
Hammer dashing is hard.
It is.
Alright, so now we're in the Dark World again. We're going to go to the next dungeon in the game, which is numbered 4 in the Dark World. Makes sense, right? We do go from number 1 to 4. It makes perfect sense. This game is kind of non-linear in a lot of places, and there's reasons why we're doing things the way they are. So this is the 4th dungeon. This is Thieves Town, also known as Steve's Town if you're trying to be a silly joker and rhyming. But so Steve's Town, it's a dungeon. You really don't need much to get around it. It's just movement, and that's pretty much it. So we do this place second because the item in there lets us get an early sword upgrade, which will go a long way. Good old Steve's Town. There's no one named Steve in this game, so there's really no.
It hasn't been discovered yet. But there's that Chris Houlihan room, so you never know.
The Chris Houlihan. I don't think he has a name. He's just a sick boy.
Yeah. Yeah, we're right.
Oh,
Sure.
horse guy.
His name's Steve now.
All right, so we're coming on this one of the spookiest room in the game, the legendary Hellway. No, no.
That's okay. E for effort.
So, if you're trying to look for the God Pixel for the Hellway, if you enter the room and don't hold the D-pad and dash, if you actually tap up at the right time, you're on the right pixel every time.
Really?
Yep. So just don't move at all when you're entering that room. Just make sure you just tap up at the right frame,
Okay.
and you'll line up 100% of the time.
I can screw that up.
I mean, it's still pixel perfect timing.
Yeah.
Like it's still frame perfect, but it's not like it's a lot easier to be precise when you know that you don't have to move before anything.
True. If you take one variable out, it can at least make things a little bit easier.
Mhm.
Potentially.
So are you gonna do LSD blind for the fans? LSD blind's a fun one. Kill that guy.
I'm gonna take the ferry in here.
I was just gonna grab the hearts and pots, but if you want to grab the fairy, that's fine too.
Alright, how many hearts and pots are there here?
There's 2 on the right side, and then there's the one right before blind.
True.
That guy's sniping, dude.
Yeah, man.
See, you didn't need to get a fairy at all. You're fine. Look how fine you are.
This is fine.
This is fine. So this is another one of those infamous key dashes where it's actually when you enter the hallway, you're in perfect pixels to just dash right through the door. Also, we get the yellow hand, the Titan's Mitts, the yellow hand to pick up the dark black rocks. The Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet.
Pop culture.
You got the Infinity Gauntlet. Now you can pick up even darker rocks.
Don't have to worry about me.
I didn't see
I
him.
haven't seen it. Yeah. I've also not seen like all of the 34 movies you've seen before you see it.
Same.
Alright, so are we gonna get LSD blind for the fans? Nope. No LSD blind for the fans.
No LSD blind for the fans.
You bring Blind Thief to the light, and she's like, oh my gosh, the light's so bright, I can't hold my form anymore. And it turns out to be a really, really spooky wraith of some kind. Dark World Thieves are different from Light World Thieves.
Hey. Well, my Retrothon run, I was on PB base, and that's where I died. And then I died 4 more times because I don't practice the refight. Because why would I do that? And I do, like after like 4 tries, D-Rock's like, you should just, even if you don't want to get the powder, you should just flute to 2 and get the free health refill. You keep going into this.
Well,
with
there,
4 hearts.
you can grab. I believe there's enough pots to get sword beams before you do go back in. If you
Is
go
there really?
if you go to like the northeast corner of the big room, like there's a pot over there that has a heart, and then there's the pot right before blind.
So this is one of those things where, because I never really, like, I played this as a kid
Yeah.
enough, and I don't remember it.
Mhm.
You know, but I don't remember where stuff is that's off path.
I only remember.
So-
Actually, it might not work in any percent. I'm thinking of low percent strats. Now I'm thinking about it. It might not work in any percent. Because Sandcart is the difference maker. Because Sandcart.
Whose idea was it to get Sandcart?
Almost everyone on the planet. It's literally a free box just sitting there.
It's like, what, 4 seconds for 1 extra heart the entire game?
So we're breaking open this house that has nothing in it except for money. I don't know who would do such a thing, build a house like that.
Well, I mean, the investment market's terrible.
So with our Infinity Gauntlet, we can pick up these dark black rocks, and they're heavier than normal rocks. So the gray hand is not good enough, so we need the Infinity Gauntlet. They're functionally the same as rocks. There were some pretty heavy skulls. So we found this frog guy. He's just kind of chilling behind some rocks. You pick him up and then you take him to the light world. It turns out he's a blacksmith. Who would have thunk? So you take him to his blacksmith buddy, and they're like, "Wow, we're so happy you do this." And then you walk out, and then you walk back in, and they're hammering at a baguette because they're actually breadsmiths. And then you give him
It's canon.
his can. So you give them $10 dues in your sword, and they are reforging it to make it better. For now, he actually has no sword, but you just go to the Dark World and walk back, or do a screen transition. It's the same difference. And they work really fast. And now your sword's red.
10 rupees for an upgraded sword, 110 rupees again for the Dark Palace. Like,
Yeah,
it's highway robbery.
it is highway robbery.
The exchange rates in the Dark World are insane. Especially if you think about it, it's interdimensional travel.
No.
Back to life.
So in this house, the fabled sea house, this house is C-shaped for whatever reason, but outside does not look that way. But there's another $300 dues in there. We need money. Mario. Paintings of Mario in that room. Yo, nice enemy, dude.
The nice enemy is behind me.
You're right. Hi, enemy.
That's not far enough. I would have bonked.
Yes, you would have. So this is the infamous Skull Woods.
Bonking all over the place.
The Skull Woods, because they're full of skulls. This is dungeon number 3. We still haven't gone to dungeon 2 yet, but you know, so the order we're currently in is 1, 4, 3, and then from here it's going to be.
You're not even supposed to be open today.
This is a video game store, you know. Oh, nope, they didn't feel like it.
They realized that.
Oh. So the dungeon order in the speedrun, yeah, is 1, 4, 3, 5, and then 6 and then 2, or 2 and then 6 is interchangeable, and then 7. 7's last.
Bonk is better than taking the 2 hearts of damage.
It's true. Taking 2 hearts of damage is never fun.
Doesn't the majority of people though do 6 damage?
I believe so. But I don't really think it matters. They're kind of interchangeable. Like I said, it doesn't really change much. Nice fire rod, though. They're spooky, you know. They're very erratic.
So you walk out, you turn, you slash.
Or you do the fall into the pit method, and just using your iframes for falling into a pit to walk right through it.
Oh, is that why people fall into?
Yep.
I thought it was just by default faster, and people are good at this game and don't need hearts.
Well, that's also true, but
Yeah, but
you have iframes from falling in the hole still when you go outside, so you just walk right through that guy.
neat. That's good to know. So there's so many things that just because I don't feel like sitting through 7-hour tutorials. I'll just find out.
So this is the first of many uses out of our Fire Stick. For some reason.
The Amazon TV Fire Stick.
Yes.
Just watch it runs and then try it.
Yeah.
I'm always interested in how the runners go about learning.
I watched the tutorial.
I actually watched it. So it was like a lot of.
Almost a dash.
Yep,
I
sure
know,
did.
but like for my level, like, that'd be fine.
I used the Angie tutorial.
Yeah.
I just walked through it.
Sure, that's when it was short, like comparison.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, let me get through this
Yeah,
boss
do
fight and
one.
then I'll talk about it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but Mr. Mothula, he's a big old moth.
What else you want to know?
He gave good patterns there.
Yes, he did. He was very
So,
friendly.
so Mr. Mothula, the big old moth, that is his full name, as dubbed by me. For some reason, I don't know if it's like a programming oversight or something, but if you end up hitting him into the walls with spikes, he doesn't actually take the damage. I don't know why that is. It was fixed in the GBA remake, and that makes him the easiest boss in the game. So, it's normally 4 slashes as long as he isn't living near the walls. But thankfully, he came out to play and paid with it for his life. So now,
Yeah.
you were saying.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. So as far as learning the game, what I end up doing typically when I want to learn a game is I sit there and I watch the world record run, and I just try to see what naturally makes sense for me to try to do. And if there's something that's too hard, I back off and I'll look at a tutorial for bits and pieces.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so of course, you know, I spent like the first 30 hours of time practicing this run, like trying to do what Zelda does. in certain
Yeah,
rooms.
that's not easy.
That's not smart.
What are you talking about? Oh, that stuff's free.
Yeah, all of it.
Oh, it's free. Free, he
He's
said.
just a dude.
It's just a dude
Just-
who's good at the game. It's okay.
Can like every
Just-
time.
Yep, just good at the game, you know. Not incredibly amazing.
Fine.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, sets world records at marathons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got that, and then like, you know, I'll pull up like specific tutorials. Like I think I watched like WG's IPBJ tutorial to make sure I understood exactly how the Ice Palace bomb jump worked.
I used like a flow chart I saw online. I think it was I don't even remember where it came from. It may have been Crystal's resources from way back when, but I just kind of
I don't lottery those guys because I always get hit. So I
yeah,
stop and kill them.
lotterying them is impossible, dude. Yeah, but I used like a group of pictures. It's like, oh, you want to be at these pixels, and then you know.
Yeah, the hammer yump. I mean, you'll see that I don't think I do it the way I see most people do it these days, where I'm like holding my sword out to the side.
I do the sword hold out. I hold my sword out.
But,
If you bonk off the right wall there, you'll land exactly where you'll pick it up directly. Like it will land, like you'll be just lined up to grab it as far right as you can.
Nice. I always wondered I see people bonk,
Bonk,
like that.
yeah.
I've even done the bonk myself, but I didn't know why people went out of
Yep.
their way to bonk
Yep.
like that. Who has time?
Yeah,
I want to play the
I know
game.
what you mean, but
Yeah.
at some point it's like the upfront investment.
it's fun to know the whys.
Yeah.
I like to know the whys.
I get
Sometimes
it,
it's like
I do.
a level of nuance that's not really as obvious.
Mhm.
And you have to know about this.
Absolutely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is like one of the games, and one of the games has like the most tutorials.
That was outside, yeah. Thunder.
Na, 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 na.
So this is King Zora. He sells really, really expensive flippers. And for some reason, they are the only things that let you swim in this game, aside from, you know, cheating. So I don't know why King Zora is running a racketeering ring for flippers. It makes you wonder if Hylians can ever go swimming, period. Yep, it's a storming out there. It doesn't look like it's doing anything, but it looks like it wants to really bad.
It's true. Well, they
Oh, wait.
convert it later. After
I probably could have slashed
The
him.
other guy
actually.
sucks.
Yeah, you would have dropped the bomb probably into the water.
It's going for free from above over a bridge.
Swimming around the whirlpool is it's a rite of passage.
But the good thing is, to save like a couple seconds in the second room of Ice Palace, I'm in here
You
with
have
these.
sword booms, yep.
Go now.
So this is the Ice Palace.
I'll be back with you.
It's
Hopefully
ice.
It doesn't happen before I cross the street again.
It's very icy.
Damn.
As expected from a palace named the Ice Palace, there is in fact ice on the ground. So these are the pengators. They're penguin alligators. I don't understand what creation has led them to come to exist.
I'm so lucky I didn't get it right there.
Don't ask. Don't ask.
Witchcraft.
Starting magic.
Talk more about the Infinity War.
Well, for those of you who haven't seen the movie, apparently it's definitely for me.
It's a gauntlet that's infinity power. That's how I imagine.
Now I understand.
That's-
This one's missing the stones.
So this is the Master Stalker's room. You kind of blow them up. So the way they work is you're supposed to knock them down and then bomb them. But when you knock down the one with the pot, as the bomb explodes, he dies, and it considers the other one as taking the same type of damage at that point. So that's why he dies too.
I did not mean you.
I was gonna say, why'd you like that?
Like, buffer listen coming.
This is the infamous Ice Palace bomb jump.
I don't think I'm there.
You're one too high.
That's good too.
That was for good luck.
Yeah.
Everyone knows
That's good. Yay!
And now we're glad that we got powder.
We are
Oh,
glad
yeah.
we got powder.
We'll just hug the wall here and then
just hug it for dear life.
yes.
This is a pengator room. Look at these pengators. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
hovering.
like
Oh, Andy.
Lasso, right?
Yeah, Andy Lasso, not me.
Yeah.
Basically, the way that works is the game checks if you're falling into a pit every second frame.
Okay.
So as long as you press A immediately after you release it, you can keep tricking the game into thinking you're not in a pit. So it basically requires you to drum the controller like that, and I have no idea how they do it.
Any pit?
Oh, what?
You can go over any pit.
Yeah, you go over any pit. As long as you can keep, mashing A like that. Don't forget to get your delicious fairy. We got our powder for a reason.
The best to try.
Right.
Oh, people do it.
Sometimes that's what that's exactly what they're using.
Yep.
What?
He's jumping.
I need hammer first.
We here are not cool enough to do actual hovering. At least I certainly am not. I'm not gonna speak for everyone because that's rude. I'm not gonna
I didn't know
assume.
that was a thing until HDQ.
I'm not gonna assume your guys' skill levels.
Yes. I-
Well, he has to hide his true strength. That's something to show off.
This is cold stare, so I'm gonna shut up because this guy's rude.
Still not quite okay.
Alright, I am now talking again.
You can say yeah.
Yeah, we did it. Okay, so cold stare is spoopy for many reasons. Alright, so first of all, this dungeon is where you're expected to get the first armor upgrade, and you don't get that in a speedrun because it's out of the way. Second of all, if you don't get the armor upgrade, those ice pellets do 2 hearts of damage, and contact with cold stare is 4 hearts of damage. And third of all, if you die, you need to go out of the dungeon to get more magic, and then you go all the way back through the dungeon to get back to cold stare, so you can get killed again because he's a rude dude. It's always tense.
Yeah. So it's, I mean, for me, typically, it's like a 4.5-minute time loss, something like that.
Mm.
If I decided to go and get magic and come right back, which nowadays I go to Swamp instead, because you don't need any magic to get through Swamp Palace.
It's a good
and
idea.
then
I never thought about
after killing what's his face, you get the free refill.
I didn't really think about that, but yeah, cold stare's a jerk.
Cold stairs.
You can kind of pin him in the corner, as you saw Yell trying to do, but sometimes he gets loose. Sometimes the ice pellets say no.
Yeah.
Then
I mean,
after that, it's like butt clench time.
I know that there is some like Y position that you can leverage that is not bad. Like there's a preferable Y position for you to be standing so that the ice pellets don't be so mean. Essentially, but
Nice bush guard.
no, on menu. It's the opposite of menu.
It's like my Lana menuing. Mashing directions and buttons until you get something right. So we are going to Swamp Palace. We're finally going to the second dungeon in the Dark World, and you know, it's Dungeon 5. Turns out it's Dungeon 5 in this case. In order to get into the Swamp Palace, we need to go to the Light World.
Do a little mirror trick.
Do a nice mirror trick where you make a block disappear off the face of the planet. You do the old like sheet over the thing, but the way that works is, I don't know. Actually, to be honest, I don't know why it works the way it does.
Yeah.
But if you're in a non-dungeon cave, you can despawn moving blocks with the mirror. I don't know. I'm not even gonna try to explain that one. Yell's just cheating.
Yeah, I'm cheating confirmed. Back into the water. It's okay. Hey, we got it.
So yeah, the flippers, this is the only time you really need the flippers in the game is this dungeon. Because you can fake flippers to Ice Palace, but you cannot fake flippers in here. Because you need a screen transition to be able to do that. So there's your fun fact of the day.
Oh, I think we've learned a lot more than that.
You're right. This dungeon's pretty straightforward. By that I mean it's not that straightforward, but for now it is.
Seems good.
Seems good. Unleash the waters. Yeah, there's a lot of flooding chambers so you can swim to other areas. And again, on pen and paper, it's as simple as that. You can go swimming now. This is the only really non-straightforward part of the dungeon. This gigantic room, this central room, if you will, where there's like 40 different entrances that lead to various things of varying usefulness. That stuff is not gonna let you pass.
You're right. I know this.
As soon as I saw you commit to that dash, I'm like, you are gonna get bombed. You're gonna get owned.
What is he doing?
This guy's gonna get owned by a skeleton man. Oh.
Wow. I didn't expect the second one.
So with this key we got, we're gonna open this locked door with the power of magic, because these interdimensional intermatter keys that work on any door. Don't forget the switch. Don't forget the switch. So a very uncommon but it happens to everyone at least once, is you forget to hit that switch on the way out. If you forget to hit the switch on the way out, when you go get the big chest, or the big key chest, you're gonna be blocked off and you're gonna feel really dumb for the next like 3 minutes of your life.
I'm good at that. I'm not good at avoiding it. I'm good at getting hit. My timing.
100% maybe.
Spot on.
This is the hardest block puzzle ever. 2 whole blocks. Good old Swamp Palace. I actually hate this. This might be like my least favorite dungeon in the game. Actually, I lied. Misery Mire is. And that one's gonna be next. I do. I think I like Turtle Rock. These are big
Rock
kids.
is good for what it is.
It's good for what it is. Also, I mean, I guess I don't like Chain Chomp Room, but Chain Chomp Room is just scary no matter what.
Yeah. Turtle Rock is rewarding when you get it right, as opposed to most of the other ones.
Yeah, there it is. So with our big chest key, we're going to obtain the dungeon item that is required to beat this dungeon.
Now I'll dash.
Yep, wait till you get
Because
past
heck that guy.
the sword trap too strong. We get the hook shot. The first appearance in Zelda franchise history. Eat your heart out, Ocarina of Time. There's a way to line that up, but I mean, it's not that hard, but I'm not going to explain it right now because you're playing a video game, and
I'm interested. Trust me, I am.
I can show you after the run. It's not that tough, but collect the arrow pot because arrows are going to become useful again soon. I promise.
I really thought it was just gonna go right.
So that guy, you can, if you dash up to him and then cancel a dash and immediately dash again, it will have lasted just long enough for him to lose his electricity. That's if he's sparking at the start. It's a really interesting thing. Like there's a lot of little nuances. You just dash up, start a dash, you cancel it, and you start another dash up. It's just long enough. Collect more arrows.
Yeah, I guess I didn't technically need them. I don't need the hearts either, but
I've died once to Argus. Dying to Argus is
how lucky are we? Not very.
I mean, the water skaters do what they want. So this is Argus coming up. Are you doing hook dash stuff?
No.
Okay.
Just,
Okay, so this guy's Argus. I can explain this guy because Yell's not doing crazy stuff. So he's got like 30 million puffballs around him. Really more like, I don't know, 12? I don't know how many there are, 15. You hook him off and you slash them one at a time.
that's my fault. Now I get another cycle probably.
So good.
You hook him off and you slash it.
It's delicious. It's a little sour.
Don't mirror out yet. Grab your crystal first.
Is she going to get you a drink?
No.
Oh.
I think she's throwing something out.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, that was Argus. Hooray, we beat the second dungeon. The second dungeon's done.
Yay, you're almost halfway there.
We did it.
You're almost 2/8 of the way there.
2 days. Probably the closest game to that milkshake we won last night.
Get some more lore that we don't care about because we can't read it.
Except for next level speedrun showcase.
Yep.
That's the
NLSS.
only part that matters.
It
That
is.
is the only part that matters. I think it's just product placement at that point.
Yeah.
So I should have done this one first.
I paid a lot for that.
$5 from Nick from Next Level Games. Can you make NLSS the
Finally.
file name?
So that's like the second longest one in the game. This is the second wall of text. So now we're gonna go do some item shopping. Yeah.
It's hard.
Gonna get some item shopping. A nice piece of heart there, yeah. So we're going item shopping. We're gonna go to Death Mountain first because we are going to collect.
Where's the menu?
We're gonna collect the start button apparently. So now that we have the hook shot, you can trigger yourself into the sword dash into the spin speed state much easier by using
Wait.
the hook shot. So if you item dash on the stair, if you item dash period with a hook shot, it puts you in the spin speed state. So you can't pull your sword out, and if you go off the stairs, you go fast, and it's good stuff. So the reason why we're here is to go visit up to the northwest. There is a mysterious tablet that we can't read because it's in Hylian. Also, it's going to be in Japanese after we translate it. But it basically says, hold up your Master Sword and get the magic of Ether. And it needs to be Master Sword or better. So you hold up your Master Sword, and for some reason the thing explodes, and you get a cool coin.
Pretty chill.
It is very chill. And we're going for another shopping expedition to this cave all the way over here in the remote island of the world.
The music or the game music's low again? Whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
So inside this very, very, very blue cave. This cave is so blue.
It's totally blue.
There's an ice rod. This is required. It is required for exactly one boss fight, and that's it.
Yeah.
I finally got an item and it went 2 seconds after I heard that.
So we go collecting the ice rod now while we're in cleanup mode. Time to go visit the silly land known as Misery Mire. It's called Misery Mire for a reason. Because it's a mire and it's mysterious.
Oh.
That's not a word.
Oh, okay, sorry.
That's not a word. I made up words.
This reminds me of last night. This is how it
Yeah,
goes.
this is driving home last night.
So you bring your thunder coin and you give someone a seizure and then it makes the storm
Can I
go
reach
away.
him?
Yeah, I think you can.
Okay.
We're gonna throw the bird. At least we're gonna try to throw the bird. Throw the bird. Throw the the bird.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what you get.
We couldn't throw the bird.
no. Run invalid. No bird toss.
No bird toss. So this is Misery Mire. This is one of the most I'm gonna say awkward dungeons in the game because there's a lot of side paths that have nothing to them. and
Forever last night.
there's like
Played this last
Yeah.
night.
yeah, there's like 30 keys in it, and like there's a lot of dead ends, a lot of stupid pathways. But thankfully, we are speedrunners, so therefore we have played this game far too much, so we know where we're going.
Nope.
And the answer is away from the fire, preferably.
Preferably. That was some bad fire right there.
That was some pretty bad fire.
I don't know if I've ever seen both of them get up there.
Yeah, me neither. So, we grab a key, we go back where we came, we're going to leave to the southwest.
It's okay, now when I get hit by this guy, when I would have lost beams from that hit, yeah, I won't feel bad.
That guy is a sniper, dude.
He is.
Hit the switch, hit the guy.
Hit the switch again,
Hit the
because
switch
we're
again.
a moron.
Sure.
We definitely wanted it to be blue.
Yes.
Get on the floor. Everybody walk it down.
Oh my god. Oh.
You guys guys weren't expecting that today.
No, definitely not.
dinosaur.
It's good though.
Marathon bringing out the best.
It's good.
So there's another weird interaction with these push blocks where until they're actually until they're there, they're not solid. So you just kind of shoot fire rods at the blocks as they're moving, and it causes the wall in the next room to slide over. You don't see this happening, but take my word for it. Then the wall in the next room is sliding over, and it's obnoxious about it.
This room needs more whiz roads.
It does.
So now there's a pit here. This pit was not here before.
There's a significant lack of whiz ropes in that room.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm just kind of.
Yep.
Do not dash
So-
right here.
So big key. Yeah, do not dash. Do not pursue.
They should make a randomizer of where's whiz road.
I think they already exists.
Yeah.
I just wanted because of the hat.
Oh yeah, no, it's a valid reason.
So we are not getting what is we're not getting the backup key, which is good, because it means DL is confident in himself. He also has powder, so I guess it really doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's true.
But
That sounded real confident.
there's a term for the key up there. I'm not going to say it because it's not appropriate. But over here we get the Cane of Samaria, or Cane of Somalia. It kind of changes from game to game. I wish I was kidding. So these are some spiky floors. Walk on spikes, get another key. This is the last key we need in this dungeon, thankfully. There's like another 4 keys in this dungeon that we don't need. Kill that wizard for daring to show his face.
Do you have enough?
I'll powder later.
Running down the stairs. More dark rooms. So, if you play randomizers and you don't have the lamp, this room is fun. But we're not playing randomizer, thankfully, and we have the lamp, which is also thankful. But yeah, the lamp is what gives us that cone of light. We're doing the classic cane dash. Cane dash.
Sweet.
I am not doing well hitting the start button today.
And
And
you
be
ain't
no
got-
good at Mega Man.
You can't hit it sometimes. Doesn't go your way.
That's true.
Well, he just used one of the weapons from what you played yesterday. He just threw one of the bomb weapons.
No, these bombs are useful.
Mm-hmm. It's true. These bombs are very useful. We are
And don't
almost
forget,
at the end of this
you have to
dungeon.
Yeah, that's true. Wow, this game is basically just Mega Man.
And Fireman's. And Iceman's.
I'll go around this side. I've
Yep.
fallen in there
I mean, me
more
too.
than more than enough times.
Alright, so this is our good friend Vitreous. He's got like 400 eyes.
Ooh, poke.
Oh!
This was 91.
No, I'm felt like it's not the first Zelda.
First Zelda was before Mega Man.
Yeah,
The juke. What?
The jerk.
The, ooh!
Hey, wow, I was in a bad spot.
So
It's cool, it's cool.
contact with the eyeballs does 4 hearts of damage. The sludge does only 1 heart of damage. Do the math.
Jaguar.
Yeah, so fun fact about that lightning, it can actually catch your arrows. The lightning can actually catch your arrows, and like, you know, it counts as like a wall, and you see the arrows fly away.
Whoa, that is super cool.
It's not a common thing that happens, but it certainly happens. So that was the 6th dungeon, which we actually did 6th. Wow, we're back in order. We did
did
it. We stabilized. We stabilized. Time for more lore that we can't read still. There's number 7. There's number 7 again. There's 7 again.
Something about 7 seems to be relatively important. How many dungeons did you say we did so far?
6.
6, okay. Keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the power of 7.
So now we're going to mosey on our way back to the land of Death Mountain. It's called Death Mountain because it's deadly. To go do the final dungeon. We call it Turtle Rock because that's what it's called.
Why is it called Turtle Rock?
Because it's a turtle.
Of rock.
Oh,
Alright.
it was made slightly before the turtle movies came out, so you know.
Yeah. It's a tie-in.
I doubt it.
Jerk. Could have just...
Cabbages! Giant cabbages, man.
The literal worst.
Mm-hmm. Causing some complications.
But it's cool, it's cool, it's fine.
It's fine, it's fine.
This is fine. I
This
need
is
my
fine.
This is Fine dog.
Yeah.
This is fine.
I left him at home.
Oh,
This is not fine.
this
is
is
not
not
fine.
fine.
Every time I try to take that ferry, I take a hit after I take it. Just complete no point.
The fairy is doomed.
Cursed ferry. And I'm not gonna bother.
No spins, no hook dash.
If I do the hook dash there, then I can't line up the pegs.
Oh.
I lose time because I dash. I can't get the
Oh, okay. So,
positioning.
so we pull out our Pepsi coin, which lets us slam into the ground with the power of Pepsi.
Pepsi is back in Pog form.
Pog
Oh,
form.
snap.
Remember Alf? I can always respect more
Hey, man,
Simpsons
the
references.
Voicer looks like Alf.
Coincidence?
So this is Turtle Rock. It's because it's shaped like a turtle.
I get it. I get it now.
I'm so confused.
The inside is not very
So
shaped like a
maybe,
turtle.
Maybe the developer's name was Turtle. You know, there's a shout out.
And maybe they really like Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, they were in on him really early.
Ground floor.
Alright, so this is the fire torch room. You shoot your fire rod to light it up, and then because you don't feel like riding back around the room, you just take yourself up a hole with a hook shot. You decide you're giving up on life because waiting forever. These are the scary rolling pins. They do 3 hearts of damage.
Didn't get out in time,
They do 3 hearts.
as you just saw.
You can tell because he has 3 less hearts than he used to have.
It's just math.
Basic
You can
math.
trust me. I'm an accountant.
Basic numbers, you know.
Well, how do you account for that mistake?
Oh, there's always something on the other side that causes it. So.
There you go.
We account for it with powder.
Yeah, that's true.
I'll take the heart because I'm not gonna get a fairy.
So this is a Pokey, and we're going to stab him with a sword. The next room is the scariest room in the game. Also, product placement for Mario.
So
Chain,
it's Pokies.
chain chomps. Oh!
Get out!
Get out!
Get out!
Get out!
Yay!
So
By the
chain-
way, they deal 4.
yeah, they do 4. They're scary, and they're kind of random. Like they always do like 3 small moves, and then they do a lunge. But the 3 like little bounces around are random, so they might just block your fire shots anyway. And then they bite your booty for 4 hearts, and you're like, why?
Turtle Rock, Bowser.
Why would they do this?
The lava? Yeah.
See a bit right.
Yeah, this is the Mario.
Okay.
This is the Mario level.
Yeah.
You got Pokies, you got your chain
Chain
jumps.
jumps, you got the lava on the floor like it's like Castle 8. This is a turtle.
Uh-oh.
Ah, rats.
We're now adorable. We are now
Shout
no
out-
longer adorable.
Shout outs to Blimp Bunny.
This guy's running for it. Don't forget the key.
Yeah, get the key. You can't go through the door with. Never mind.
Get the key.
I mean, at least the Pokey didn't go up to the top half of the
Oh
room,
my
which
gosh, that'd be
happens to me
horrible.
sometimes too.
That'd be horrible.
It is.
I would be very sad if that
I
happened.
think it happened in my Retrothon run, and D-Rock just totally ran with it with the commentary. Now he's gonna go up here. He's gonna do this. This is totally normal.
Totally normal. More tubes. So these pokies, you gotta kill both of them. I like to use the fire rod on at least one of them, because fire rod one-shots them. But spin saves magic, and also, I don't know, you get exercise.
Exercise is underrated.
It really is.
I went out of my way to get that heart, not just because I'm terrified of this dungeon, but also because it is a little bit easier to do this next room
With sword beams.
with beams. I mean, I can still totally screw it up, which is fine.
Yeah, as long as you don't lock yourself behind the chest. Like, you could fix that.
Oh, hey, cool. Well, now we'll go back to the cane.
Alright, well, as long as you don't lock yourself with the chest, which is totally possible, by the way.
Yes.
But
And then
you can fix it.
Yeah.
You can fix it, but I don't remember how to, and I'm not going to try to look it up and figure that out. So if you
I
lock
do know how to get out.
Oh, okay.
Which is good. It's neat to watch.
It is neat to
but
watch, but we don't want that to happen.
No. We really don't.
This is a spooky dark room full of many, many paths. Thankfully, we know the fastest path. So you just go. You touch a fire rod once though, because why not? Touch your fire bars. This is a room full of lasers. This is a room also full of lasers, but also full of chests. Yeah, nice dash.
Of course.
Oh,
I try to get back out. No, it's, you know.
Fine. The rest
I
of
did that on purpose.
the rest of the chests are
I
rubies.
totally did.
It-
I thought you did it
I
purpose
was like, oh,
also.
that's slick.
It looked.
Faster than going back up, right?
Well, now you dash. Yo, the cane dash. I love that cane dash.
It's so fun.
But yeah,
It's satisfying.
the other chests in that room are like rubies. So, who needs money?
Money.
Pff, money. So we're about to fight Trinex. I wonder why he's called that.
No clue.
It might be
Because
because
it looks like a turtle.
He's got
because he looks
three
like,
legs.
it's 'cause he's got 3 necks.
Oh.
Whoa.
Next.
Oh, wait.
Shouldn't they call him Triclyde?
I
Triclide. This is
hit
a
the wrong button first.
The cousin of Triclyde.
what the?
Wow.
Yes.
This is a problem.
It is a problem.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to just like let him kill me at this point because
Might as well just mirror at this point if
Yeah.
you're gonna let die.
That's true,
Well,
yeah.
at this point you might as well die. You took so much damage.
that's true.
So Trinex is a rude dude if you mess up because there's.
I didn't get a chance to practice trying next time.
Mm,
Like, you know what you're doing, right? You
So-
totally know what you're doing.
mm-hmm. So Trinex,
Bomb jump, so I say that's the only thing you need to practice.
Trinex, you only have 8 shots of rod to kill him with, and you don't get any more magic because Nintendo.
I have to remember because I often forget because I'm just like
Tunnel visioning.
tunnel visioning. That I have to remember that I don't actually have to do the chomp room again. Like,
Oh yeah, don't do the chomp room again.
like
Just leave and never return. If they'll let you. They're still scary, dude. They're just body blocking, dude. They're so rude.
okay.
Chomp room. So yeah, like I said, Trinex, eight rod shots, and if you don't hit home, you're kind of out of luck.
Screwed is the word that I go.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was going to say screwed as well, but I didn't want to.
I get more arrows. Why not?
Yeah. Screwed is the term.
So you say fire rod.
Yep, fire rod one shots these guys. Watch out, they sometimes bounce back though. You need to hit the base though.
Aha.
Hit the base, and also sometimes the pokey bullets bounce even if you hit them, and it's
Yeah.
spooky. You don't want to get bank shotted because it's both embarrassing and painful.
Will we?
Shoot the pokey with the fire, burn his butt.
Let's see if I get a fairy out of it.
Nope. Well, I mean, there's gonna be anti-fairies in the big switch room, and you don't need to go through laser bridge,
True. Yeah.
so you know just. Uh oh, we're
do
going
that.
on an adventure.
I do that.
Oh,
I
we're
did it
going on an
again.
adventure. Just hold down. You don't need to hold right.
Oh right, yeah, it's true.
Just hold down. Stop holding down there. Don't walk off.
I'm already hankering for garlic all day. We're driving down the turnpike, so we just smell the garlic. We don't know what.
Oop. Look how healthy we are. Just don't get hit by a thing when you're getting the anti-fairies.
Yep. How hard could it be?
How hard could it be? Killed the mini Helmosaur. Look how healthy we are. Sweet sustenance.
And I'm proud of you not getting hit the second you grab those guys.
Yep. We did it.
We made it. Finally, we made it to the La Milana. Wait, wrong game.
All right.
Ice Rod first.
Nice rod first.
Swing your sword first.
Shoot
This
the
one's
beam.
Slightly the less, not the same 2D as Mulana.
Menu, good. When that first head's dying, you can't menu, so you got to make sure you switch early, or else, or else.
There you go.
Wow, look at that.
Would you look at that? You go. Turns out the fight's really easy if you press the Y button.
It's so weird.
Isn't that kind of the motto of Donkey Kong Country Runners? Press Y. Yay!
Hardest fight in the game, folks.
We did it.
Good job.
We survived.
Magic despair. Magic for days.
Like, approximately half, you might say.
I don't think anybody realizes how hard this fight is.
Oh, it's hard.
Try to speedrun it without getting the half magic boost.
It's pretty hard. Like,
So the funny thing is that I've heard that backdoor strat where you dash all the way up is not terribly common. Like I've seen.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I do it.
Yeah.
I've only
Like,
ever seen it in my life.
yeah.
I do that.
Like I've seen
wow.
people like start dancing around up front. It feels like such a crapshoot. Where
Yeah.
that seems really straightforward.
Yeah.
It's just
Agreed.
that
At the
first
very least,
dash.
at least the
Maybe
first head
dash.
is. The
Yeah.
first head is very straightforward in my opinion. Yeah.
I know some people do 4 slashes instead of 3, but like doing 4.
No, I'm a 4
versus-
slasher.
Yeah.
If possible, I'm a 4 slasher. If I mess up, it's not gonna be 4
I
slasher.
can't really feel it when I'm late and when I'm not, so I'm like, let's do 3 and then wait and then rock. Yeah, just
Yeah.
like hesitate.
So that was the 7th Dark World dungeon. We have all 7 crystals. Hooray!
We did it.
Let's go beat the game. Shout out to our good friend Mr. Lionels. They're only here in this screen.
See ya.
See you later, Lionels. They're cool, but you're not that cool.
Sweet hair in this game, though.
Much cooler than they were in Zelda 1.
Oh, they said 7 again.
Yeah, they said 7 again.
There's one. I can't count them while they're spinning.
They're spinning too fast. I can't count them. Can't count the crystals.
That's funny that the first thing I thought of was just to let the guy kill me instead of mirroring out. It's just like, mirror out? Who does that? I
I've
mirror
heard
out
it.
when I'm supposed to for the route.
Who would do that?
So I take this first key.
You're a torch grabber?
I'm a torch grabber.
How dare you?
It's like frames slower. I mean, you know, what
It
am I
is.
doing?
It is framed slower.
What am I doing with my life?
So yeah, there are a lot of keys in Ganon's castle that we are not collecting, and we're only collecting some of the keys. There's also 2 paths to go to. Left side's faster than right side by a lot. Yo, nice backwards throw.
Thanks.
Have you ever despawned this key? I did once.
No. Is that a thing?
It's a very, very uncommon thing. You can do it if you reveal the magic without picking it up in the same room. It despawns the key if you don't pick up the magic. It's a very sad feeling.
Rubbing. Just a little bit of block rubbing there.
So now I'm guessing you're not going to grab the key in the crystal switch room then? Because you have more than enough keys now.
Yeah, I don't remember what I do at this point.
You just muscle memory. You got it.
Yeah, it is total muscle memory at this point.
So this is a room where there's an invisible pathway. We don't want to do the invisible pathway, so we're just going to ignore the invisible pathway. If you reveal it by lighting the torch, but again, who wants to do that? Ooh, I thought you were going to get bodied.
I thought, yeah, me too.
So this is these guys again, the first boss of the game. Now we're on ice. Man, I like that setup way better than the one I tried to do. That setup was way better. Why didn't I do that?
I don't know.
That's the big key. There's some arrows here. The right chest is bombs. We already have max bombs. And also, if you need bombs at this point, I don't know what you're doing.
All sorts of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you didn't get red? No.
No, we did not grab the red shirt.
He's gonna go back and get the gold sword though.
That would be very far out of the way at this point.
At this point, yeah.
Oh, really? As soon as he gets dropped on the pyramid, just go down and get it.
No, you get. The part of the time save of getting gold sword is that it makes the other boss fights easier too.
Right. Like the one you just completed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember how to get the gold sword.
It's with the bomb.
You use the bomb and then you throw the sword
Oh,
inside.
it's the same thing there. It's
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
It's the,
Yeah, it's the same location.
uh,
Yeah, you get the silver arrows and the gold sword that way.
right.
And
But
then
who
the
needs them?
Who
Not
needs
this
them, right?
guy.
And then the other one's for the boomerang. Where the
Mhm.
waterfalls.
Yeah, the other waterfall is a boomerang.
Right.
Yeah.
Forgot that the boomerang was a thing.
Yeah.
There's a what now?
Right.
I mean, he used it twice, or the regular boomerang.
Yeah, that's true.
He's used it twice in this dungeon alone.
Oh. Yeah, that's probably
Boomerang gets mileage.
It's gonna be 5 minutes, but then.
So this is the gauntlet. It's a series of groups of enemies that you need to kill to open each door.
I was a jerk.
Yeah. The gauntlet. Stalfos is Aru. He's juking.
I thought you meant for me. I know.
You better not mention that again.
Bunch of guys. Kill them all in various increasing difficulties of movement. Now we have ice and conveyor belts. Now we have just ice.
That means they're just bread ties.
I think I was supposed to arrow that guy.
I like using the fire rod in this room, but
It's raw dough.
It's just Wonder Bread. like mashed
Well, I
up.
think I'll do the safety health.
good old safety hell. Never leave him without it. So this room is the Landmola refight. Oh boy, but we have better swords now.
Boo sweet.
Boo hurts.
Oh yeah, and the fire rod, that's right.
And Fire Rod owns them. Spin Slash
So much
owns them.
easier this time.
It's a lot easier.
A little bit.
It's bottom left is the magic, or
It's bottom right.
I thought you never
Top left is a heart.
never get it right.
I don't remember which one's arrow and which one's bombs though. But you don't really need either of those.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot better.
I like this room.
Ah, rats.
Conveyor belt with whiz robes.
Almost there.
Mm-hmm. It's a collapsing floor bridge, but we're not going to see the collapsing floor part because we're fast. Because we have boots.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Yeah. I'm always a little slow in here, so I'm always running around the fire bar instead.
Good old firebar. Don't despawn the sprites. Don't you despawn those sprites. I know what you're thinking. You're not going to. You're going to be fine. So yeah, if you go up the stairs the same frame as one of the torches in the previous room goes out, you despawn the sprites in the dungeon, you can't finish it. You have to mirror out and start over. So thankfully, it's really, really hard to be frame perfect accidentally.
Well, you say that.
I mean, people have done it. I have not done it, but I know people have done it. It's not like it's not unheard of, but if you're aware of it, then you know how to not do it.
Yeah.
The more you know. So this is Moldworm. It's our good friend Moldworm. He's back. He's back again. And now he's dead. You didn't menu to the hook shot. Now you can't press start.
And
You have to wait patiently for him to finish exploding.
Should've just hovered over that pit.
Yeah, hover over the pit.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, seriously. Just
So the other guy.
Call it another missed opportunity. Ooh, nice.
Nice
Nice
map.
menu.
Nice map, yeah.
Stupid X button.
What's it even there for?
I heard of some people taking it out of their controller.
I
So that
believe-
wouldn't happen.
I believe I did call the first time I menued that it wasn't going to be the only time that I
You
menued.
did say that.
So
That is true.
Again?
So this,
There's no
this is
No blue
spook.
balls?
This
Oh,
is
that's right. This is
no, they're
three guy, right?
Geometry
blue. Well, you're not really,
wizard.
like, you
Oh
always
wow.
get at least one.
Yeah, the illusions always shoot regular fireballs. Aghanim himself can still shoot blue balls. Also, a reminder, the yellow is a crown, not his face.
Right. But he looks so happy with the fake face.
Oh wow, it ate it.
Very surprised.
No, he's actually a very spooky man in a cloak.
I should have been on the other side.
See, this wouldn't happen if you had the net.
Yeah. Bug net strats for the
Mhm.
win.
So that's Aghanim too.
Alright.
Wait, I recognize that guy.
I recognize that pig. Wait a minute. What's he doing here?
He's a bad.
Maybe that's one of the comments. The comment said,
Why was there a pig inside that man?
"Sword to reflect Aghanim's evil."
Also, how that jump shot to the dog?
Dude, Swag Duck is magic, dude. This is the only time. I don't think they ever explain how or why he does
And
that.
you're like, Swag Duck, you never showed up in the Dark World for me before. And he's like, you never asked.
Yes, I did. I played
Yes,
the
I
flute so
did.
many times. So this is a pig. He's very large. He's got a trident.
No, someone get rid of the
Um,
button.
Oh, yeah.
Which button is it?
It's the
It's
center
pedal,
one.
right? Oh.
It's the, well, yeah, because there's 3 buttons or whatever.
Oh.
but-
So there's, okay. It's center.
So we want to be careful here because the trident does 4 hearts. Touching Ganon does 8 hearts. If you touch Ganon, you're a very sad person.
True way to stop the timer enemy is to press the Konami code to the keyboard.
So these bats are jerks. If while you are hooking your hook shot, you are invincible though, so you can kind of
Wait,
cheese
I don't
it.
have to do that.
Yeah.
We're inside the
I'm already there.
So for these phases, it's 12 hits apiece with the tempered sword. If you have the golden sword, it's 6 hits apiece.
Infinity Warps.
Time for 37 teleports. All right, not 37. We're out.
Yes. We
If
did
you're
it.
just using the power of infinity, use your gauntlet.
Use your infinity gauntlet.
Throwback joke.
Yep.
We did it.
Yep. So this is Ganon. He has to stomp the floor 4 times. So you kind of coerce him into doing it by poking him. I don't understand why that is the case.
I don't know if I got to charge.
I don't think you did either. Oh, you did. All right, cool. So we're gonna do a glitch here, a minor glitch. Banned. No, we got a minor glitch here. So there's a glitch. It's called the torch glitch, where if you light the left torch before the right torch goes out, the right torch stays lit for the entire rest of the fight forever. So now we're also doing some weird shenanigans where, for some reason or other, I have no idea why this is the case, but if you hit him as he's teleporting, it counts as an actual hit against his health. Whereas normally you're supposed to stun him with your sword and shoot him with silver arrows. So we're actually doing damage to his health now. It's a really, really bizarre interaction. I really have no explanation for it because I'm not a scientist. It is the golden number is 12 spins, and that was number 12.
Dude, that was perfect.
Falls off, starts the fight over.
So yeah, as soon as I go through the door, you know.
You know.
You know the thing.
When you collect the magic triangles.
Nope. No, when you walk through the door. Yay!
Well, that's what you do when you walk through the door.
You survived.
Good job.
Way to end it on a high note.
Yeah, man. That was a good Ganon fight.
It was a really good Ganon
The
fight.
run,
These were
The run
my
doesn't-
lost
Infinity
impressive,
stones?
but just the sword.
and I actually got that's what I want. I want to go with spins. I want to go 1, 2, 3, 3, 3,
Yes.
and I got 3 triples, and that's
That's
amazing
what you
for
want.
me.
Time, my friend.
Hey, how'd I do?
140 something.
147.39.
Not underestimate, but
Okay.
well,
I mean,
thank
it's
Helmut
the,
for
it's,
for
it's,
that.
the last, it's the last run of the night anyway.
145.
This guy got underestimated.
Well, you lost more time than anything else with that Trinex thing.
It was just one.
Yeah,
Oh,
try next.
yeah.
It was
And
the
Helmasaur
I
is
was
the
gonna
final
say
boss.
third try Helmasaur. And
Third try Helmasaur, second try Trinex. You didn't take the bitch tour strat.
yeah, I didn't do that.
I mean, I wouldn't either. I only do that if I'm unhealthy. So it happens.
So yes, I mean that brings us to the end of the next level speedrun showcase for 2018.
The second annual speedrun showcase.
Second annual, and
We did it.
We did it.
We
We're
survived.
through.
I'll call it an annual.
Yes,
showcase.
you can call it an annual
You're
showcase
officially
because
an
it's
annual
happened more
showcase.
than once
It's
in
happened
consecutive
before.
years.
It's officially a showcase.
Yeah.
an
First
annual
one was
showcase.
the inaugural.
That's
and
right.
Now it's the annual.
Well, this is the first time I was on this channel though.